Good afternoon, YouTube. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon out here in Hyderabad with 4 p.m. on the clock. So I thought today we'll do the follow-up video for the 10 things that I really like about the car and the exterior review. So I'm just looking for a place to park the car and then we will start listing out the points. So now I did find this place. Let me know what you guys think of this place. It's not too far. It's like a lake of some sorts. And a lot of people littering into the lake. Chah. This could have been a very beautiful lake. Yeah, that's a car. But check the place out first. This is a really nice location to be doing my videos. Let me know in the comments below if you like this location and you want to see more reviews of cars or bikes in this setback. Now, to start with, this is the Duster. This is my daily drive, almost daily drive. I'm a little bit of a sticker fanatic. That's the Marlboro sticker. Somebody came just to throw kachra into the lake. Wow, this setup looks amazing. Yeah, so that's about it for the car. Done a couple of modifications onto it, which I'll get to in a bit. This is a deadly location. Now, to start with, the first thing that I really like about the vehicle is the way it looks. I mean, looks are subjective, but damn does this look good. At least in my opinion. I think this really puts in the sports to the utility vehicle aspect of it. I really like the way the body flows right from the hood to the boot, and where it cuts off. It really does look like it was designed very purposefully. Now, for those of you who haven't watched the previous part, this is a 2013 make RXL variant. It doesn't come with the alloys. That brings me to the second point. The things that I really like about the car is the fact that you can actually personalize it. You can customize it to a good extent because of the options available in the market. A lot of aftermarket accessories available for the Renault Duster. I got these alloy wheels fixed. They are by a company called Plati. For those of you who stay in Hyderabad, this is available with Ashoka wheels. I think there's one in road number 5 as well, Banjara Hills, and the one on Raniganj. The exhaust tip is a cheap aftermarket option. It's available on Amazon for those of you who are interested. I'll put up a link in the description below. I also got this rear bumper lip fixed. So when you're lifting heavy things and putting it into the dicky, you don't scratch the bumper. It's a little dirty. That brings me to the third point. Luggage carrying ability. It's got a very deep dicky. It has about 485 liters of boot space. So you can get the gist, the amount of things that you can carry. And if you were to fold the rear seats forward, now they don't fold in the 40-60 format. What they do is they fold completely. And then, dude, this is like a pickup truck. Have a lot of luggage carrying ability. Fourth point, very roomy cabin. For those of you who spend most of their work hours or most of their hours inside the car's cabin, you will appreciate a cabin with a lot of space. This car has a lot of cabin space, very roomy. Especially on these long distance drives where you cannot be cramped up. Coming to the long distance drives, fifth point that I really like. Okay, this may not be built for spirited driving on expressways, but look at that ground clearance. Now, I haven't done anything to increase the ground clearance, and this ground clearance can help you maneuver through some really bad roads. That, in combination with the suspension that this car has to offer, bad roads won't hold you back. It's actually fun driving around on bad roads in a car like this. The outright performance is also something that I want to add. Although above the 120-130 kilometer mark, it does become scary, but that's on account of the handling and the braking part of it. The car by itself has got humongous potential, and it won't blow you away with its outright performance, but what it will do is it will bring a smile to your face. And it's got a very car-like handling unless you really start to push it. This is again beyond the 125-130 kmph. Until then, where certain roads limit your driving to the 120-125 kmph, because of the nature of the roads itself. They could be single lane tracks or state highways, etc. On those roads you will actually enjoy driving a car like this because of the car-like handling. It has that bare minimalistic body roll, unlike say Scorpios and Safaris. It's fun to drive. Now, ease of maintenance is another thing that I really like about the car, and this point I come up with this point because of two things. Actually, three things. One is, if you have that upon showroom page karate service mentality, then yeah, the number of Renault service centers across India is actually appreciable. Okay, they have a lot of service centers across India, and it's very easy to get in touch with a Renault service center and have your car serviced. Second point is, it's relatively cheap to maintain. A general service, which comes up every 10,000 kilometers, costs me about 6,500 to 8,000 rupees only. For the kind of car that you get to drive around, I feel it's a reasonable amount to pay. Now, third up, if you really want to take a little more control of these things, and if you want to get the service done personally at say a friendly neighborhood garage who really knows what he's doing, then it's not too difficult to get the OE spares. They are available in the market. You don't have to go to Renault service like with the other brands. Now, the famed engine is the next point on my list. This 1.5 DCI engine does its duty on the Logan at 65 horsepower tune. Available with the Duster at the 85 and the 110 horsepower tune. Ask any Logan guy. They were a very popular choice for taxis. And they'll tell you about the engine. This engine has that reliable, durable essence about it. I have personally seen Logans. Look at the attention it gets. That's what my first point. The car really does look good. So I was saying, ask any Logan taxi driver and he'll tell you about these engines. I have personally witnessed engines who have done about 340,000 kilometers. They used to be very famous, at least in Hyderabad, as taxis. They were called radio taxis, and they used to do duty between the Shamshabad airport and Hyderabad. And I have seen vehicles done 330,000, 35,000 kilometers also. And the drivers used to tell me, कुछ नहीं बस oil change करो, suspension संभालो, and you're good to go. The 10th and final point is the ease of resale. Dusters, like I said in my previous video, they are very pricey in the used market, but do I need to move the car? No. Like I said in my previous video, the Duster, they actually command quite a high price, and there's a reason for it. It's a very popular choice out there in the market. Ease of resale, it's just too easy. I put an ad once in OLX just to check what kind of a value I could be looking at. I had about 30 chats or 30 people ping me for the car in less than 12 hours. I put up the ad at around 11:30 in the night, and say by 10:30 in the morning, I had about 30 chats and very close to my, again, unreasonable asking price. The price was extremely unreasonable. I was quoting like 15% higher than what I picked it up for, and I had people almost willing to pay me that price. So that way. So that's about it, guys, and let me know if you like the setup and if you want me to do reviews on more vehicles using this backsplash. Also, if you found this video even a little bit informational, do subscribe. Until next. I also got Yokohama Geos onto it. Very good tires. Biggest problem is, in city, pebbles like this get stuck. You know, you have pebbles like this. Oops. You have pebbles like this, which are very irritating because this tire attracts a lot of these pebbles, and you'll have to pluck them out each time. But it looks good. And when these pebbles get attached onto the tire, they make that tuck, tuck, tuck kind of sound when you're driving with the windows rolled down. And he's deciding whether if he should get his neighbor's kachra also and dump it here. What nonsense.